Hi, this video will give you a quick introduction to ArcMap. This is the ArcMap workspace where we can add windows to help do our work. So first of all, let's save this project we are going to do. So we come to File, we come to Save As. Yes, and then this is a few of the projects that I have done so far. So let's give this a name. Introduction to ArcMap. Alright, so we will save it on the desktop. Okay, add some windows here, very important ones, and we'll deal with the rest as we move on. So to add windows, you come to Windows here. You come to, first of all, we have to add the table of content. So we have the table of content here that contains the layers, and then the layers are made up of feature classes. All right, and then let's add the catalog. The catalog gives us access to our database. Right, this is where we can go to our various folders in the database and then bring out the layers to the table of content. And as we move on, we'll familiarize ourselves with most of the tools here. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to ask our catalog to connect to a folder in our database. So we'll go up straight here to connect to folder icon, and then we are going to connect to one of our folders. GIS, okay, data for tutorial, that we have it here, shapefile, so we add it. Now we have our folder here made up of shapefiles here. We have the city limit, we have the fire station, which are points, and now we have the street, which is a polyline. But when it comes to add data icon here, yes, we will see the same feature classes here, since we have already connected them. We have the same connect to folder icon here too as well. So now let's add these folders onto the workspace. Okay, so now we have the data here, the fire station, we have the street, and then we have the city limit. So let's do a little of editing here, make it hollow so we can see the various layers clearly. So we are making the city limit, which is also the city boundary. Let's make it 3. We are making it hollow so we can see it clearly. Let's change the color to red. Okay, right, so we have the city limit here. We can zoom in. This is the zoom in icon. Extend it to your area of interest and then to zoom in for you, and this is the zoom out icon. Alright, and then we have the street here as well. Yes, this is also the street, but let's make a little changes to the street. We can choose one of these styles. Okay, so let's use the expressway as our street. Let's reduce it to 4. Okay, so we have our streets there. We can, this is the pan icon, we can pan so that we can see the other areas as well. And then when we come to the point, since the color of the street and then the fire station are the same, let's also change that. Okay, this will be okay. Let's use the pentagon one and then change the color to red. Yes, about the size. Okay, so there we have it. Now we have all of them clear here. So next we are going to access the attribute information of each of the 3 layers here. So first of all, let's take the fire station. You right click on the fire station, go to open attribute table, and there we have it. So these are the data about the various layers that we have, the information about each of them. This is called the field ID, the FID, that is auto generated. It is the system that generates it, and then the shape tells us that it's a point, so we can't also change that as well. And then we have the names. Each of the points has a name. So this here is station 28. We will later zoom into that area. And then we have the address for station 28. We have the object ID and then the other information. This is a bit too many. I should have got, after I've gotten something little for this practicals. Okay, so there we have it for fire station. We'll move on to the next one, which is the street. Let's open the attribute information for street. Okay, so same as the fire station, there's a field ID here for the street, and then the shape here is a line, a polyline. You know, street is a line. Yes, it's a polyline here. We have the segment ID, and then we have the other attribute information as well. This the attribute information is all according to the owner's preference. It's just what you want and what you are looking for. Okay, so we'll move on to city limit. That is the boundary, and then we'll pin the attribute information. So for the city limit, since we have only one boundary, there's only one attribute information that we have here, and that is a polygon. It's an enclosed figure, so it's a polygon. And then we have the geodatabase ID here, we have the object ID, and then the other attribute information as well. So now we are going to locate one of the figures in the attribute tables on the map. Just a few of them, maybe one or more. So let's start with the 0, that is station 28. We can highlight station 28 by clicking here. You just click here, it's highlighted for you, so you can click here and then right click. Explain a little bit. Okay, so when you right click, then you come to zoom to the current feature, so it will automatically zoom to the station 28. So let's to the area and let's minimize this. The highlighted version is showing here, so let's select another one as well. Let's say station 25, that is field ID 7, and then we zoom to the area. It will also take us to that particular highlighted point. Yes, so that is a quick run through of the various layers and their attributes. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is actually we can also check and uncheck any layer. Maybe you want to work on, let's say, city limits. For now you can uncheck fire station and street, so it will be left with only the city limit. Or better still, you can, if you want to work on street, you can uncheck the city limit and then the fire station, and then you have your streets here. You have your street here as well. And you can also do the same thing for fire station. You can also have your various fire stations here, your points. All right. And then also you can also decide to remove any layer here, a layer that you don't want to work on or you are not working on at the moment. Let's say probably we won't need streets now. All we have to do is just to uncheck it and then right click on street and then come to remove. Alright, so you click on the remove option and then your street is gone, and you are left with only the fire station and the city limit. So that is a quick review of ArcMap. Okay, so please subscribe to the YouTube channel for more videos. We have a lot to learn, a lot to cover. See you. Thank you.